Next few more examples related to the definition of the gamma function. As we know, gamma function, gamma n is denoted by, or gamma n is defined as integral 0 to infinity e to the power minus x into x to the power n minus 1 dx, or in place of that you can have any of the variable and we can simplify. The other example which was once asked in the university examination, integral 0 to 1 dx upon under root of minus log x. So up till now we have not yet discussed about the beta function. So obviously we will be trying to fit it into the definition of the gamma function. In the gamma function, requirement of the term or the integral is 0 to infinity, and other term which is expected is exponential with a negative index, right? So as we all know, in the requirement of the gamma function or the definition of the gamma function, we want exponential term. To remove the log, we will have exponential, right? So accordingly, from that proper substitution, I can try to convert the given integrand into the terms related or required for the gamma function definition. So suppose if I take minus log x is equal to t, and anyhow denominator has to be shifted. Now if denominator is substituted as a whole t, and when it goes to the numerator it will become t to the power minus half. Only point is I have to introduce the exponential term. Once that is done and limits are appropriately changed, you can apply the definition and get the simplification. So the best possible choice over here is put minus log x is equal to t. Therefore log x becomes minus t. Purposely I am doing this because exponential power or index should be with the negative sign, and therefore I am transferring the minus sign of the left hand side to the right hand side. Minus log x is equal to t, therefore log x becomes minus t, and to remove log we take anti-log which is exponential. So this gives you x is equal to e to the power minus t. Derivative dx will be minus e to the power minus t. So when x is equal to 0, log 0 is infinity. So when x is equal to 0, t is tending to infinity. When x is equal to 1, log 1 is 0. So I am getting the limit as t is equal to 0. So integral 0 to 1 changes to infinity to 0, and dx is nothing but minus e to the power minus t dt upon under root of t, because minus log x is substituted as t. But I want the limits of integration as 0 to infinity. By property of definite integration, when it is multiplied by minus sign, you can interchange or swap the position of the limit. So when this minus is multiplied, the integral limit becomes 0 to infinity. This t to the power 1 by 2 comes to the numerator. Its power is t to the power minus 1 by 2 and e to the power minus t dt. So almost we have tried to convert the given integrand or transform the given integrand as per the requirement of the definition of the gamma function. So integral 0 to infinity e to the power minus t, e to the power minus half dt. Now I want it into the form n minus 1. What I told you, whatever is the term available, you add plus 1, that will give you the quantity. Minus half plus 1 is half. So ultimately this can be written as half minus 1. So the integral becomes integral 0 to infinity e to the power minus t, e to the power half minus 1 dt, which is gamma half. And gamma half is directly having the result as under root of pi. So in such problems of logarithm, whenever you come across with this, though initially the limits are not in the form 0 to infinity, we always try to convert or use the definition of the gamma function by proper substitution. Log x is equal to t, or say minus log x is equal to t. अगर simply log x रहेगा, I will intentionally take the substitution as minus t, because when you take the exponential, it will become e to the power minus t. Because as per the definition of the gamma function, in the numerator I should have e to the power minus term, right? So in this case, in the denominator it was minus log x, so I substituted minus log x equal to t, log x is equal to minus t, and x became e to the power minus t. Similar kind of example in the RHS we have evaluate integral 0 to 1 x log x to the power 3. So x log x to the power 3 तो इंडिविजुअली क्या हो जाएगा, x का क्यूब हो सकता है, log x का भी क्यूब हो सकता है. Put log x is equal to t will not help here. We have to intentionally take it as put log x is equal to minus t, because when you take exponential it will turn out to be a term with a negative power or negative index. So in the initial question it was minus log x, so I switched over to the substitution as only t. Here purposely I will have to take it as minus t. So put log x is equal to minus t, and whenever limits are 0 to 1, if you are substituting for log x, obviously it will be converted to 0 to infinity as in the earlier example. So put log x is equal to minus t, x will be is equal to e to the power minus t, dx will be minus e to the power minus t dt. When x is equal to 0, t is tending to infinity. When x is equal to 1, t is equal to 0. This becomes e to the power minus t dt multiplied by t minus t whole cube and minus e to the power minus t dt. So accordingly, this is completely whole cube. This is also whole cube, right? Because x is e to the power minus t, log x is minus t. So e to the power minus t whole cube is giving you e to the power minus 3t. Minus t whole cube will be giving you minus t cube, and it is minus e to the power minus t, right? So as a whole you can separate this, or you can put the combined bracket for the cubic term. So in place of x I will be putting e to the power minus t, in place of log x I will be putting it as minus t, and then taking whole cube. E to the power minus t whole cube is e to the power minus 3t, minus t whole cube is minus t cube, into dx is minus e to the power minus t dt. Now one minus is adjusted for swapping the limits, right? And other minus will remain as it is, or minus minus will become plus. Intentionally you try to bring the minus side. Now what it becomes, e to the power minus 4t into t cube. This e to the power minus 4t में से minus as it is रहेगा, 4t is to be substituted with some other variable. What is that other variable? 4t is equal to y, t is equal to y by 4, dt will be dy by 4. So when t is equal to 0, y is 0. When t tends to infinity, y tends to infinity. One minus will remain as it is. Integral 0 to infinity e to the power minus y, y by 4 whole cube dy by 4. So e to the power minus y into y cube, 4 to the power 4. 16 into 16 is 256. So it gives you minus 1 upon 256. Integral 0 to infinity e to the power minus y into y cube dy. Y cube can be written as 3, can be written as 4 minus 1. So it is integral 0 to infinity e to the power minus y, y to the power n minus 1 dy, that is gamma 4. Gamma 4 is n minus 1 factorial, means 4 minus 1 factorial, that is 3 factorial. 3 factorial is 6. 3 into 2 into 1. So 6 upon 256, it is giving you minus 3 upon 128. So here, though there were two different negative signs, one negative sign is absorbed in changing the limits. Infinity to 0 को change करना है 0 to infinity में, and one sign will still remain as it is, which is carried forward, and then you simplify it. So in such examples wherein you have log x, we find or use the substitution log x is equal to minus t or minus log x is equal to t. Automatically, the limits will also be changed, and accordingly, I can try to simplify it by use of definition of gamma function. So you must be observing everywhere, we are not at all doing the process of integration. Rather, we are trying to convert it into the improper definite integral, which will fit into the definition of the gamma function. So final answer, integral 0 to 1 x log x whole cube dx is minus 3 upon 128. Now this is sort of a very mathematical problem. Given gamma 1.8 is 0.9314 and you are asked to find out the value of gamma of minus 2.2. Minus 2.2 means it is a negative number. Negative number means n is less than 0, and we have written the property that whenever n is less than 0, gamma n will be gamma n plus 1 upon n. So minus of gamma of minus 2.2 will be gamma minus 2.2 plus 1 upon minus 2.2 using this property for n less than 0. So it is minus 2.2 plus 1 will give you gamma of minus 1.2, gamma minus 1.2 upon minus 2.2. So that will be equal to, again negative number hai to kya hoga, minus 1 upon 2.2 as it is, minus n, whatever n is less than 0, n plus 1 upon n. So minus 1.2 plus 1 upon n. Again you are using the same. Minus 1.2 plus 1 is giving you minus 0.2. Right? So मैंने लिख लिया minus 0.2 upon this product. Minus into minus will become plus. So 2.2 into 1.2. Again negative, add 1. So it is giving you gamma of minus 0.2 plus 1 upon minus 0.2. Product of all these three. 1 minus 0.2 is 0.8 and gamma 0.8 is given to you as gamma 1.8 is provided. So gamma n plus 1 के लिए क्या होगा? Using gamma n plus 1 is n gamma n. So gamma n will be gamma n plus 1 upon n. So again I am writing it as gamma of 0.8 plus 1 upon 2.2, 1.2 minus 0.2 into 0.8, and accordingly gamma 1.8 is available with me, which is minus time this, take the product and simplify. So therein we are using the same property. This is for n greater than 0. Gamma n plus 1 will be n gamma n. So accordingly, using the same property again and again, we try to find out the value and get the simplification. So one of the value, whenever it is provided, we can proceed ahead with the simplification and get the answer. I think this value is positive. So final answer contains negative because in the denominator you have minus sign in the product. Do the calculation on the calculator and then try to simplify. So this was all the mathematical portion related to the example of the gamma function. Initially, when you see the negative number, use this property consistently till 0.8, no problem. But again, I have to utilize the given data which contains gamma 1.8. So I have to make the use of gamma n plus 1 upon n. So accordingly, gamma n will be for n greater than 0 using this property. Here I am using the reason that it is n less than 0. Now I am using this property, gamma n plus 1 is n gamma n for n greater than 0. And from that, gamma n can be written as gamma n plus 1 upon n. Because that property we have written already. So making use of the same thing, we are getting the final answer, that is minus 2.205. So these are certain problems for practice. E to the power minus 4x into x to the power 3 by 2 dx. This is the answer. This is containing log 1 by x. I told you that we have to substitute the logarithmic term with the proper variable so that you can get the result. And again x log x to the power 5. The same sort of example what we have done prior to this. So kindly try these problems. See, try to get the definition of gamma n first and then do the proper substitution, right? That exponential term has to be substituted in such a way that it should give you log of 1 by minus 1. Or you start with this, convert it into the definition or the limits as 0 to infinity, make proper substitution for log of 1 by x, so that exponential term is also introduced and you are able to find out the derivative appropriately. So these are the some examples related to the gamma function. The last part